Mega Man reporting home.
Right on time, Mega.
At the rate we're going, we should have all 8 robots back on their feet by dinner time.
Doctor, did you install Mega's double gear system into Otto?
I did. I'll remove it later, of course, just as soon as Otto's done working.
So this is why you came all the way to the Gear Fortress.
Yes. We were able to recover all their primary components, so they should be just like new. It would be a shame to let their talents go to waste when there's still so much good they can do.
Isn't this great, Mega?
You bet.
Otto, you're slowing down. Why don't you pick up the pace?
If I go any faster, you'll be picking up my pieces.
Yep. Give him the gear to work out the kinks, man. Good looking Eddie. I'm glad I actually got this a little bit better to show a little bit more on that behalf. Pretty decent. Pretty decent indeed. All that's left now are challenges. But I will let the challenges deal be something you as the viewers could have me do. But for the time being, let's look at some photos. Okay, this is all the bots. Anti-Eddie, that's what he's called. We originally thought he was named Evil Eddie, but it's Anti-Eddie. Okay, cool. You know, one of the cool things about this is seeing like vintage guys. Like this guy, I forget which of the Mega Man games he originally came from. I think it was 5 when we first saw this guy. And of course the textbook Sniper Joe. You know, this armor originally came from Mega Man 2. Which, again, as I said during the closing credits, it's in the previous episode, there's a lot more vintage going on. And I'm glad that I decided to, after all the credits were gone, to roll to do this extra one. You know, Spider. Or is it Spider, like a spear spider? Yeah. These guys got the rework in. I think that's the Mega Man 5 design. If only Unknown would look like that. That's a swan? That reminds me of those one enemies that drop the eggs and the eggs would have many things. You know. Tank oven. I love this. This is great. See, this guy is actually from the first Mega Man and Gutsman stage. Only he's not rocking his shield. But he still throws the pickaxes, so it's good to see Pickman back. Pickman. Yeah, it's not Pikmin, it's Pickman. Wow, really? Impact Man's drills have names? Koichiro, oldest of the Impact Brothers. Koichiro, middle of the Impact Brothers. Koisaburo, youngest of the Impact Brothers. That's weird. They all have... all of his parts have names. You know. Air Nut. Etika's gonna have a field day when he sees the name of this. Thrill Twins. Nice. I thought this was like the thing from Blizzard Buffalo. I have to remember that in the Mega Man X series they do have a mammoth, but that's Flame Mammoth, not Blizzard Mammoth or Blizzard Buffalo. And then Sparky here. Sparky the barbecue turkey, mascot character of Torchman's campsite, usually plays the part of the bird cooked up by Torchman over a campfire. Now it's doing the cooking. A turkey on fire is the bot that most resembles the prototype to Blaze Heatnix from Mega Man X6. It's funny how they say that these are Wily's robots, but in the game, they were made by Dr. Light. Blockman. Blockman was designed to specialize in building the outer walls of major projects. He's always secretly dreamed of building a vast structure that recreates the bygone age of pyramids and temples. Not bad. Ever full of energy, he keeps the robots at his sites working full tilt. The only problem being that he sometimes loses his temper when his laborers can't keep up with him. Textbook supervisor. Blockman often works together with Impact Man, and the two are sometimes seen going to an oil bar to share a drink after a long oil bar. Nice. Actually, let's read up on Impact Man first. Impact Man, a construction support robot built to withstand the toughest working conditions. He mainly works on the foundations of construction projects. His body is made up of 3 dependent pile driver robots, who I read about, who call themselves the Impact Brothers. Koichiro, Koijiro, and Koisaburo. He never hesitates and always rushes to action, sounding really heroic, actually. His motto is, just push through. Just push through. So once he's accepted a job, nothing can stop him from smashing through in record time. Usually Koichiro, the oldest of the brothers, takes control when they're combined into Impact Man, but sometimes the youngest, Koisaburo, steps in when Big Bro is worn out. Meanwhile, Koijiro is the unruly middle child that can't be trusted to take the reins. That's too bad. Fuse Man. Fuse Man's job is to manage and fine-tune the power transformer stations. He's designed to handle massive electrical currents, but if he ever encounters a current that's too strong for him, the fuses on his head will blow, saving him from a critical overload. He is a crucial part of the city's power supply system, so he treats his job with a sense of responsibility and duty, putting speed above all else when a problem arises, which explains why he rocks the speed gear. Since his dangerous job keeps him alert and on edge 24/7, the only time he can let caution slide and just relax is when he's caring for his pet rabbit, Watt. Oh, he's got a pet like Rock. Nice. Not named after music either. Blast Man. He's a pyrotechnician, or in his words, an explosion artist, who designs the explosive effects for movies and theme parks. Just call him a demolisher. Come on. He can provide any explosion the client needs, from cataclysmic blasts to shy little bangs. At the time of the Wily incident, he was working on a new explosion-themed attraction for the theme park Flowerland. Why does that sound familiar? It reminds me of that Clue Clue chick. In his spare time, he writes a column for his favorite magazine, Boom Monthly. There's not a month goes by that his explosive opinions don't blow the pages to bits. Classic. Acid Man. Acid Man is a cutting-edge scientist robot whose field is advanced chemistry. Ever the perfectionist, he ensures that all chemicals are measured out exactly. Sloppy mixing makes him absurdly furious. Yep, this is Sheldon Cooper in robot form. He never hesitates to leap into the chemical tanks to check the mixtures, in turn making him an excellent swimmer. I wonder who'd win in a swimming race, Acid Man or Dive Man? His reputation has led to the plant employees to call him the Acid Merman behind his back. Nothing wrong with that. And now the most graceful of our bosses, Tundra Man. Though he was designed for land development and exploration in polar climates, he found a new obsession the first time he saw a TV ice skating championship. Explains the footwear. Since then, he spent long years perfecting incredible ice skating techniques out on the polar ice flats. But since his audience is generally huskies, polar bears, and seals, he doesn't get many reviews. Which is too bad. Tundra Man had a tougher looking exterior when he was first sent to the North Pole, but he made some modifications to suit his graceful passion of ice skating. Good man! Good man, see? He took away all that gruff, scary stuff, that macho nature to look sophisticated. See, guys? We can turn the macho off and be sophisticated every now and again, and it doesn't hurt. And in Tundra Man's case, it made him even better. To him, the fact that his dazzling moves have been looked away at the North Pole and never witnessed is a crisis on the scale of global warming. Egotist much? Tundra Man eagerly awaits the day when he can show the world his exquisite skills. Hey, Winter Olympics is coming up. Actually, the Winter Olympics is past, dude. Winter Olympics in 2020. Or, no, 2022. Got some time to train, homeboy. Torchman. He was designed as a camping advisor, teaching people about campfire safety. Okay, so this guy is essentially the robot version of Smokey the Bear. In his spare time, he ventures out in the wild to work on his very own martial art, Torch Jutsu. Teach that to the kids! He started Torch Jutsu in order to train himself to keep his flames under control, since the slightest lapse in judgment can cause a dangerous flare-up. Good man! Focus! With his training incomplete, he still tends to flare up in moments of strong emotion. He gets particularly excited when it's time for the turkey roast, resulting in many a scorched bird. Yeah. Okay, so you won't be coming to Thanksgiving dinner. Once he tried training by standing under a raging waterfall, the subsequent repairs took 3 months. Yeah. Can't do that, homeboy. And an achievement for clearing through the gallery. How about that? Bounce Man was developed as a crash test robot, but his incredible stretching and bouncing abilities led him to become an instructor at the indoor athletics facility Boing Boing Park. Nice, you went from crash dummy to fitness instructor. Good man, Bounce Man. And the lady who voiced Bounce Man actually has a Twitter page. I don't remember what her Twitter was, but next time I run into her, I'm going to tell her how great of a job she did in voicing Bounce Man. Innocent and optimistic, he can't help bouncing around in joy no matter the situation. He tends to accidentally bounce into people and send them flying, making himself a bit of a nuisance. Okay, he can't control his bounciness. So essentially, he needs to take some lessons from Springman. His fitness lessons at Boing Boing Park are a new style of exercise called Hopsercise. It's like boxing, but on trampolines. That sounds pretty cool. Boxing on trampolines. Just don't hit with the low blows. It's surprisingly popular with middle-aged women. Yeah. Let's see these 50, 60-year-old ladies bouncing on trampolines and boxing. That would be a fun show. I'm not trying to sound sexist when I say that. I actually would like to see how that would look. His funny looks and big round body are a hit with kids, making Bounce Man a household name. Okay, so that's the kid-friendly guy. Seriously though, Lessons with Spring Man. Another textbook Wily Fortress Guardian, the Yellow Devil. This is Yellow Devil Mach 3? Shouldn't this be Mach 11? The newest model of the Yellow Devil, a heinous device designed with the express purpose of defeating Mega Man, and fails every time. Wily has equipped this mode with a speed gear to ensure there's no possible way Mega Man can dodge its tricky split attack, and that was tricky. Though the Yellow Devil's massive body seems like it might be better fit for a power gear, even Wily has to struggle with budget issues. Budget issues from time to time, so we decided to limit the upgrade to the classic split attack and trust that a speed boost to this old favorite will be enough to do the job. Hey, Wily, seriously though, putting speed gear on this guy, ooh, actually made me come off the Switch for a while. Malvern? Nice. Oh, it's a play on Wyvern. This combat robot is an offshoot of the development that went into Wily's latest Wily machine. Okay, so this is the low-rent Wily machine of 11. It's equipped with armor thick enough to repel any attack, except for bombs. Wily originally intended to create two versions, fitted with a power and speed gear respectively, but when he realized how much time it would take to build the outer castings out of the special steel used in metal helmets and Sniper Joe shields, he limited himself to just creating one. That said, the incredible defense capabilities of the resulting robot have Wily glowing with pride, and yeah, you can take a hit. You remind me of Ferroseed, the Pokemon Ferroseed. Somebody, actually, let me take a picture of you. I'm gonna try to actually draw this next to Ferroseed. Wily Machine 11, version 1. This huge battle drone is the newest entry in Wily's series of terrifying machines. Like numbers 1 to 10, it is designed to resemble Wily's trademark skull logo. Despite its size, the controls and response are precise, and the sheer number of homing missiles it can launch from its near weapons ports speak volumes about Wily's determination to bring down Rock and Light once and for all. Wait, Yeah, I did do this, both of them. Contrary to appearance, the side-mounted missile pods weren't attached backwards by mistake. Wily just wants to give the missiles more time to slowly, inexorably close in on Mega Man while he watches with glee. Okay, because they're homing missiles. Dropping them down over the gears to seek in would make this a little bit worse. This wasn't too bad of a pain. It just kept taking the trademark from Mega Man 7 and 8. Only not as irritating as Mega Man 7's second form Wily Machine. The true form of Wily Machine 11 and the final evolutions of Wily's spite over the DGS that began back in his student days. Should be his college days. Come on, he was a college guy. He was in his 20s. I did like the fact that after all that happened, he just jumps with speed gear like he's a robot himself. With this inner gear-like module released from the first form's outer armor, it's free to soar from place to place, triggering the speed and power gear as if it has a mind of its own. Since each gear features a specialized cooling system, Wily can keep using each over and over without overheating. How did Wily manage to pack so many gears into the outer armor of the first form? Only he knows. How does he manage to build all this stuff? He must have like tons of scrap, man. And this is all the achievements. Okay, so completing on superhero. There's even an extreme difficulty from what I've heard. So let's see the gears down here. All power all the time. Destroy any 80 enemies using power gear, excluding challenge mode. Defeat an enemy using the final charge shot. Okay. Alright, that's fine. I'll say this one more time. I know this is a little extra video, but I wanted to simply go back and do the unpause, because one thing I've learned from Mighty Number 9 is after the end credits rolled, there was another little cutaway that I missed. Hopefully, if I ever beat the game again, I'll replay that cutaway. And I'm glad that I did replay it, because this is actually pretty cool. So, again, if you guys want to see me do some of the challenges, let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, check out some of the other playlists that are featured on my channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.